fucking floor. Sonny Maddison, the expectation from Maddison used to be an all-star X-Factor player, you know, come out. I'd expect him to perform to the ability of like an Odegaard, of like a Foden, a Kevin De Bruyne. These are the players before he came to Tottenham.
Why though?
Because before he came to Tottenham, he was in these. When you talk about Maddison, you can't tell me no otherwise, because I've even got proof of I'll go through hundreds of Arsenal fans. I don't mean hundreds.
He used to play for my team, you know, my other team.
Who?
He used to play for my local, Norwich. He used to play for Norwich.
Maddison.
I know about Maddison. I knew about Maddison before you, man.
All right, cool. That's fine.
So, but what I'm telling you is...
In fact, you didn't know about me because I was watching, you know, Norwich 10 years ago. Kane on loan. You know what I mean? Kane on loan. Do you know about that? Would you know about Kane on loan? A man like Grant Holt. You know about Grant Holt? I know about Norwich ballers, bro.
I hear it. But, like, the thing is, yeah, if you look at his Tottenham career, yeah, and if you look at Maddison in the Prem, because obviously Maddison in the Championship is different, innit? Because it's the Championship. It's a level down, innit? I definitely think he's above the level of Championship, innit? But if you look at...
Come on, man.
Yeah, he's way above it. But when you look at Maddison in the Prem, yeah, he actually hasn't had that wavy of a Prem career. Like his Prem career hasn't been that good.
All right, you know, I'll get the stats up just to show you what he's been performing like. And obviously, look, stats don't tell everything. I'm obviously numbers are numbers. You can only take so much from them. But
I swear he's been relegated like twice as well with Leicester.
I think maybe once, because from what I can see here, he's got never. He ain't got a Championship season with Leicester. He got relegated on the last year. He's never played Championship with Leicester.
He got relegated on the last year.
Obviously, on the last season, when Tottenham brought him in it, they got relegated, and Tottenham brought him as he went down. So he never had to play.
I see what you're saying.
But he was in the Premier, and to say he didn't have a stellar Premier League career, this is why I look at it and say that's just not true. Man played in the career before Tottenham. He had 5 full seasons in the Premier League. Each of those seasons, he put up around the starting off his first season like 14 GA, then he went up to like 12, 13, 14, and then he was on like 20 and then 18 and these things.
What I'm trying to say
is... I've acknowledged 33%, man. He only showed up 33% this season and probably not in their biggest moments. And we remember that time under Brendan Rodgers, and then who was the manager after that kept them going third? Remember they were pushing at third and then they just kept falling off at the end of the season. They kept going 5th and 6th and them things.
No, but I think people, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. Like, the way that you lot talk about him.
Stop saying you lot, bro. I've been calling this guy out for so long.
Like you're talking about, to me, it seems like when Tottenham fans talk about Maddison, they're actually talking about prime Kevin De Bruyne.
No, but this is the thing. When you say Tottenham fans, some Tottenham fans call. I've called Maddison out all season long. So you can't say you guys.
What about last season?
I called him out again last season. At the start of the season, of course, no one said nothing about him. I didn't say nothing for the first 6 months because he was, bro, for the first 10 games, Maddison was flawless. He was the best cam in the league at that point, performance-wise. No one could take nothing away from him. He was balling out. I mean, he was doing better than your boy Odegaard at that point. Odegaard had a poor start to the season. And then when he flipped the page and started to turn up, Maddison got injured in that Chelsea game, never found his form back after injury. Now, I'm not claiming that the injury caused him to have bad form because he had plenty of time to come back after that and pick form up. He just never recovered that form. So, ultimately, look, I hear it with Maddison. I think Maddison, for me, is not an X-Factor player, is not star player anymore. He won't be that player at Spurs. I've accepted that. But I just won't accept people trying to call me out for it, you know, because I've been calling out Maddison. If you not saw, most of the people in here that was on the midday live, I called it out straight away. I said, Tobes, come collect your boy. Because we were just arguing about him, last week or the week before. And I said, bro, this guy is finished. Maddison's finished. And people saw at the start of the season, they were like, raw, his hairline's going, my man's stressed. I was trying to ignore it because I was like, bro, how's a man's hairline going in 1 year? Because I can't lie, the drawback was crazy. You know them ones when your hairline's here, and all of a sudden you got the bendy thing. Man's hairline's doing up David Beckham, yeah, whipping itself round the edges, and then hey, it goes to show, man's been stressed. Man's been stressed, and it's just not right, innit? Maddison's just not at the races. But I guess, look,